morning, Friday morning, everybody. Here's cheers to a Friday morning. It's early when I'm doing this. Just threw the hair up. Sorry for the way I look. You know, I had a wonderful, wonderful aunt that passed away yesterday, and Aunt Faulkner. And thank you for all the comments on Facebook about offering your condolences. She was a great lady. She was a fabulous, fabulous cook. So I'm going to go over this morning. My sister and her grandson and I will be going over there a little while this morning. I wanted to take my Uncle Kenneth something. I had a couple of apples that I don't really eat apples, and I should, but I don't because they don't have enough sugar in them for me, I don't think. But I decided I would make something that I usually make in the fall, and I don't know what the correct name is for it, but I call it an apple walnut cake. Very simple, and it just brings out those flavors of fall, and I think we're already all kind of getting ready for that. So let's get started. Now with this, you're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour or plain flour, and I sifted it with a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, you're also going to need it calls for like 1 large apple. I had 2 small, so I peeled those and just chopped those up in little slices. You'll need a 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. And this is a staple that you should always keep in your freezer. I keep my pecans and my walnuts always in my freezer. You're going to need 1 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of white sugar, a teaspoon or tablespoon or a glass of vanilla flavoring. You're going to need a tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 large eggs, and 1 cup of oil. Okay. So what you're going to do is we're going to, got an oven preheated at 350. I'm going to add my oil and my eggs. This time I'm not going to put my eggs back in my carton because of time, and I pulled this stuff together pretty fast. So, because I thought you'd probably enjoy making this, especially when fall comes. You have to go somewhere, take something, or just get up in the morning and fix this. You're talking about some amazing smells going in your house with this. So you're going to mix that just like that. Doesn't take long for the egg, just on low speed. Okay. Got it. Lift it. Add some brown sugar goodness. Add a little white sugar goodness. Add your cinnamon. And add your vanilla. Pretty easy. Mix that up. Get her going. That vanilla and that cinnamon, y'all. Help me now. Hope everybody's got a lot planned for the weekend. I always do, every day. But it'll be a good weekend. So now I'm just going to add my flour as you make a mess, and go slow with that. Just mix it up. The recipe that I found a long time ago for this, it calls for like a 9-inch pan. So you would think with all of this that would make a bigger cake, but it really doesn't. I am going to cheat today, and I'm really going to try to do 2. One to take to my Uncle Kenneth, and one just to have here because my sister will be here in a few minutes. She'll be bombarding through the door, and we'll see though. I don't have enough. I can't really remember. So we're going to let me get my spatula. Because when you put in your apples and your walnuts, it's really easier to do those by hand. I am actually going to try to mix those in. We'll see how this works. If it doesn't, I'll just take it out and Doing fine. Just do this all on pretty low speed. This is not a whipping up type of cake. Yeah, that worked out fine. That's about it, y'all. That's it. I mean, it's simple. Let's see if you can see that. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy, tummy. Woo, woo. Got that paddle. Here, and let's give it a quick stir. This is going to bake, like I said, at 350 for about 45 minutes. And then you'll probably want it to cool for about at least 10 minutes because you got your apples and all of that stuff that tends to stick to the side of the pan. So you might let it cool. Look at that. Isn't that great looking? Wish you were here with me. Girl would bring out us a glass of vanilla flavoring. We would cut us a piece of this cake. And we would just talk smack about people or something. I'm so tired of talking about COVID. I'll talk about somebody. If you want me to talk about you, just send me an email and I'll or text or tell me something that's going on in your life, and I'll add to it. People used to talk about me all the time, and they still do. And that never really bothered me. And when I would hear people would say, Susan, did you know they were talking about you and they said this and they said that? I'd say, oh, I hope they made it sound real good. I hope they added enough spice to it so it was worth their time. So good. All right. Got my two little pans here. Shake out the air bubbles. Put it in the oven. We're going to let it bake for a little while, and I'll be back and show you the end results. See you in a minute.